and that includes additional benefits, including free hearing aids, free eyeglasses, free home prescription delivery, and free rides to medical appointments. There is no obligation to enroll. The call and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. Call 800-849-2992. That's 800-849-2992.
Saturday.
You get a chance to watch the best seniors in the country.
The next generation takes center stage.
It's been a huge opportunity. This guy right here!
The Reese's Senior Bowl, Saturday at 2:30, live on NFL Network.
Just when the NFL playoffs couldn't get any better, they did. Play NFL Pick'em Party for free. 15 questions. Swipe to answer. Climb the leaderboard. And win a VIP trip to next year's Super Bowl. Play at NFL.com/pickparty.
I need to sell my house. Now, there are a lot of places that claim to know how much it's worth, but they don't really know my house or my neighborhood. And they definitely don't show me all my options. That's where HomeLight comes in. I just answer a few questions and HomeLight gives me a side-by-side comparison of my options, personalized for my needs. And they'll show me what verified buyers will pay for my house right now. It's easy, and it's free. No matter how you choose to sell your home, selling starts at HomeLight. Get started today at HomeLight.com.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
If you want an early peek at some of the league's future stars, if you're that crazy about fantasy football, you want to know who will be the stars in the NFL tomorrow, check out the draft-eligible players at the 2021 Reese's Senior Bowl. That's this Saturday, January 30th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. I will be watching. I cannot wait. It's always a really fun game, and some serious talent comes out of those Senior Bowl games.
No doubt about it. The next generation of superstars.
It's right here on NFL Network. Will Selva is a superstar out there on the West Coast. What up, Will?
Hey, what's going on? What up, Kay and guys? Thank you for that intro. Well, the Buccaneers right now are definitely doing what most teams want to do right now. That'd be peaking. They have won 7 straight games, but you'll excuse them if facing the Chiefs gives them, well, unpleasant flashbacks. Who could forget what happened Week 12? I know they'd like to forget it, but Week 12, Tyreek Hill torched them for 13 catches for 269 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's ridiculous. Having played them once already should help in their game planning this time around, although head coach Bruce Arians not overly excited to face Hill and KC's other weapons again.
Familiarity helps. I'm not really excited playing Tyreek Hill and Kelsey and Mahomes. That's a formidable challenge, but our guys will be up for it. We have a cause, and when you get committed to a cause, and our cause is to put rings on our fingers, you do everything you can to reach that goal.
I like that cause. BA looking to put rings on the fingers. Meanwhile, in Baltimore, the Ravens looking to put Benjamins in Lamar Jackson's pockets. General Manager Eric DaCosta saying he will be talking to Jackson about a contract extension in the next 10 days or so. DaCosta adding Jackson deserves a contract, and their intention is to keep him in Baltimore for, quote, many, many years. Jackson has 1 year remaining on his rookie deal that pays him $1.7 million in 2021. So, Kay and guys, he is in line for a hefty pay raise.
Yeah, and he'll probably continue to get better. Still a very young player. Thank you so much, Will. The Ravens wanting to lock down their franchise guy with a brand new deal. A lot of work that still needs to get done, though, before they make another run at the Super Bowl. What do the Ravens need to do, my friend, to take Lamar Jackson to that next level? Does he need more pieces?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you look at the 2 teams that are in the Super Bowl, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, what did they do? When Tom Brady landed there, he already knew he was sitting there with the wide receiver group that had 2 of the best.
Yeah.
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and then you had Scooter, and then you bring in Antonio Brown. You bring in Leonard Fournette. You add pieces. Kansas City Chiefs. We compliment Patrick Mahomes all of the time, but he might be surrounded by the best skill players in all of football. I feel like the guys that they have on a roster when it comes to the Ravens, they're good. But are they great? Or do they have one game breaker that can change the outcome, change the complexion of the game when they make a big play? I'm not sure they have that outside of Lamar Jackson.
Well, game breaker is a good thing. You always want to have that. Tyreek Hill, a guy you have to account for, all that stuff. To me, the biggest thing that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens need, though, is a guy who's going to be big and physical on the outside. I mean, we came into this season with John Harbaugh flat out saying that Lamar Jackson's going to be challenged to make that throw to the outside from opposing defenses. They want to see him make that vertical throw rather than the stuff that's coming over the middle. That's exactly what happened. Matter of fact, one of the teams that played them better than anybody this year, at least the first time around, was the Cincinnati Bengals when they were healthy. They made him throw outside the numbers and see if he could do it, and he couldn't do it that day. Now, there's going to be days where he can do it. He can drop it into a bucket. He did it to Hollywood Brown during his first season as a starter. But I would say that I need a big-bodied guy that he can throw it up to and trust him to make that play. It's nice that Dez Bryant was there. It was a nice story. But give me Dez Bryant early in his career, in his prime, that he can learn with and grow with for a number of years and make those throws and tell defenses, you want to challenge me to make that throw? I'll make that throw because I got a guy out there that I can trust.
This has got to be true because we're on the same page. The things that are said about Lamar Jackson right now, I think are things were said about Josh Allen a year ago. Great talent, really bright future, still has a lot to prove. And then Josh Allen got Stephon Diggs, and he turned an MVP candidate. I think that Lamar Jackson needs his Stephon Diggs. Hollywood Brown's a really nice player. Hollywood Brown is 5'9", 180.
Yep.
He had a really good playoff game. He's very fast. He can be a piece of it. But I still think in the big moments when Lamar rolls out and he's looking downfield, I think he's scanning for Mark Andrews and looking for Mark Andrews, and he was looking for him and got picked off against the Bills. I think if I was the Ravens, I'd be watching the Reese's Senior Bowl, and I'd be like, let's get a receiver for this dude. Let's find him his Devontae, his Stephon Diggs. I don't think it's Hollywood Brown. I think it's a good weapon, but I want a proverbial big number one to grow old with, and they are there to be had.
I think you draft one with your second pick or in the second round, but you need a true number one. I'm looking at Galladay. I'm looking at Chris Godwin. I'm looking at Allen Robinson as a guy. He's an absurd 30-7. 30-7 as a starter in the National Football League without a true number one. Some great complementary pieces there, but that number one's going to be a game changer.
Yeah, and we're still questioning whether he got the goods. No, Lamar Jackson is legit. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the business, but he does need help.
Bigger body, bigger wingspan, bigger window for you to throw into. You don't have to be perfect.
Calvin Johnson type?
Well, Calvin Johnson, but he's not available. Nate Burleson's not available. Yeah. Look, they had Miles Boykin. They said Miles Boykin had 8 games with one catch.
I need to see the Ravens go all the way in and get himself a guy to put him into a position to succeed. Like the Chiefs
2 hours down
with Mahomes.
Bring it in, bro.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load and enjoy fresher smelling laundry. With 6 times the freshness ingredients, Downy Unstoppables gives you more of what you love. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppables in-wash scent boosters.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But not for your clients. That's why we're a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first.
So what do you provide? Cookie-cutter portfolios?
Nope. We tailor portfolios to our clients' needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right?
We don't have those.
So what's in it for you?
Our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Oikos 000 has 15 grams of protein. Saquon Barkley needs protein to get the groceries from car to house in one trip.
I eat the protein that comes in this yogurt.
Modernization today, where the future workplace of today starts tomorrow. Awaken your Internet of Things with Wi-Fi booster crystals.
I still don't have Wi-Fi.
But don't you feel like you have Wi-Fi?
At CDW, we get better ways to modernize, like Cisco Catalyst access points that are Wi-Fi 6 compatible and can help you improve reliability, increase capacity, and reduce latency. Cisco and IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it.
Welcome to Habanero Ranch, home of the fiery sauce.
Join us.
the new mouth-watering fiery famous star at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Looks like Pamela's back.
I was hoping she'd come back. Let her in. We'll still insure her car. Not all breakups last forever.
Looks like Steve came back too. And Keisha?
I'll fix some snacks.
Greg? Luis? Chris?
Oh, I better get cooking. At the General, we welcome you back, even after a lapse in coverage.
We're gonna need a bigger house.
For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
If it's happening now, you're going to be hearing it on NFL Now.
Get the latest from around the league on all 32 teams.
The talent on the roster has played really well overall.
He is a natural-born leader.
He's in! Touchdown!
NFL Now, today at 1, live on NFL Network.
The night before Super Bowl 55.
Thank you and God bless.
Find out who will take home the game's most prestigious award.
Welcome to the NFL! Unbelievable!
NFL Honors, presented by Invisalign. Saturday, February 6th at 9 on CBS.
Stars on Stars, you're looking at the countdown to Super Bowl 55 in Tampa Bay. Mahomes, Brady, the GOAT versus the Kid. But not just him, Gronk, Kelsey, Tyreek Hill. I mean, who else, Kyle? There's
Tyrann
so many
Matthew,
stars. Shaquille,
Honey Badger.
Yeah.
We got Godwin. And it's interesting they put Godwin on there instead of Mike Evans.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice.
We're not going to mention Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Sean Murphy-Bunting.
He should be the head of the
whole
marquee.
thing. Hello.
It's a pretty cool poster, Nate.
Yeah, sweet. Love it.
Let's do it. This is Good Morning Football presented by Truist, live in New York City with Kyle Brandt, with Nate Burleson, and one Mike Garafolo.
Third hour, best hour. That's what they say.
Yeah? How you
Third
liking,
down, money down.
how you liking this setup? It's nice to see you. It's very open space.
That's it, right? I only budgeted so much energy. I don't want to waste it.
Yeah. Your energy's really... There's candy over there.
What is it?
There's candy over there if you need any.
I got candy. I got some high-test coffee here. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Okay.
Lead block. Sorry, too soon.
There we go.
Lead block.
Lead block.
You did that. In case you didn't know, Super Bowl 55 is a rematch from just a couple months ago. It was back in Week 12. The Bucs were sitting at 7-4. We still weren't sure of what to make of this Tampa Bay super team. And the 9-1 Chiefs were absolutely on a roll when they came into Raymond James Stadium. Kyle, do you want to go back to, I think it was the Sunday after Thanksgiving, November 29th?
November 29th.
Let's go.
It was the day after Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. That was a big deal. That was right after that. And look at Tom. Oh, my God, those horizontal stripes. Good Lord. Unconscious. Speaking of Nate. Anyway, Tyreek, he did the full Jake Paul to the Bucs defense. This was an insane, historic performance early. Down, up 3-0. Tyreek, boom, deuces up, tearing through the Buccaneers secondary, effortless. Longest play for scrimmage all year, 75 yards.
Turned around and was running backwards and didn't lose speed.
Okay, and Nate, that's the intro act. Now, 10-0, 3rd and 8. Dial up number 10 again, catch it. Sorry, you get off me. And 3, 2, 1, lift off. Guys, it's still the first quarter. He had 203 receiving yards in the first quarter, his most in a quarter since 2006. Lee Evans, Wisconsin Badger on the Buffalo Bills, put up that many with a couple of big ones. So are the Chiefs just blowing them out? Did the Bucs show up this day? Hold on. I have more Tyreek for you. Got it. This was turning into a romp. And it was the Tyreek show, and everyone was talking about it. He was training, but hold on. 27-10. Still no. Brady at a deflection. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Matthew, LSU interception. He's going to house this thing. No, he's going to go down. It's almost like the game's over, and he's just giving himself up. Maybe next time. But then they did get back into it. There was a Mike Evans touchdown, and now down 27-17, less than 5 to play. Another Mike Evans touchdown. Don't worry about the flag. Now the Bucs are in it. They need to get a stop, though. It's one of these classic situations like we saw last week with them in Green Bay. And watch Mahomes looking. It's Tyreek again. So,
how many games has he still?
It feels like every week, Nate. And we started the show being like, oh, Kelsey this, Kelsey that. Look what Tyreek did to the NFC champions. Look, follow me if you will. T. Hill, 13, 269, 3. Kelsey not even on there. It was 27-24, and now we run it back in February.
We certainly do. Great job. How'd that feel?
Okay. We got one left.
Yeah, well, after that loss to the Chiefs, the Bucs went on their bye, and they never looked back, rattling off 7 straight wins, including 3 straight playoff games on the road, Jack Kerouac style, to get to where we are now, back at home to face the Kansas City Chiefs, trying to run it back on their own. How much will that Week 12 game, guys, play into Super Bowl 55? We initially talked about it yesterday. I mean, Triggs and Tampa Bay Rocky in the first half got it together in the second half. They're certainly a different team.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do when they come for you?
You're a football analyst. Tell us.
I think, honestly, all jokes aside, when talking about how to stop the Chiefs, this might be the most difficult thing I've ever done as a TV person. Now, I'm not even joking, not trying to be dramatic for TV. I try to come up with all these different ways and creatively been playing football since I was 9 years old. It's just tough to stop this team. But this game will come down to play calling. And I said this last week when it came to the Bills and the Chiefs. I think the same thing applies to this game. And I feel like when it comes to those creative trick plays, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they don't have as many as the Kansas City Chiefs. But when you look at the Chiefs, when you're seeing stuff like this, Patrick Mahomes in motion, he rolls out, and then he hits a wide open guy in the back of the end zone. Right here, he's rolling a little flip pass to Sausage, and then he does a little flip pass to Travis, or this is Pringle, so then he does a flip pass to Travis Kelce in this past game.
Sausage and Pringles, man? Come on.
Sausage and Pringles, man. I mean, look, that sounds like a snack on 420. But for me, I feel like when it comes to this team, they're going to have 5 or 6 trick plays. And to us, it's trick plays, but to them, it's routine. Mm-hmm. I do feel like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're going to have to mix it up. This isn't going to be your drop back in traditional football. And if you think about Tom Brady in his Super Bowl games, Bill Belichick in years past always had 1 or 2 trick plays. And they weren't trick plays that they were just pulling out frivolously. Like, they were big haymaker blows.
Amendola threw past to Brady.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're going to have to pull something out of their back pocket. Because if they don't, with the speed, the playmaking ability, the play of Patrick Mahomes, and the creativity of the game plan that Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid will come with, they're going to get ran. They're going to get ran by, and it'll be for 4 quarters. And this will not be a good game. There's going to have to be creativity on the side of the Buccaneers play calling. Ryan Leftwich, you're up.
He is up. And there's a couple things I think are encouraging from watching that game. If you go back and look at it, we didn't even show it in the highlight. JPP sacked Mahomes. Shaq Barrett sacked Mahomes. They got after him. They brought him down. We saw what they did to Rodgers last week. It was really compelling. It was scary. Then you look at the Chiefs. Eric Fisher's out. He's not playing in this game. Mitchell Schwartz has been out all season. He's not playing this game. That's their 2 best tackles will not be in the Super Bowl going against these incredible pass rushers. And I've done a little bit of the math. There's a couple of things you have to do to beat the Chiefs, and I've done the numbers. You have to get 3 sacks. 3 sacks. The Raiders got 3 sacks when they beat them. The Dolphins got 3 sacks when Mahomes had a bad game and was throwing interceptions. You have to have that. And you have to have 2 turnovers. I said it last week before the Bills. You have to have 2 turnovers.
3 and 2.
3 sacks, 2 turnovers, or you cannot beat them. Even if you do get them, you might not beat them. But it's almost impossible without. So if I take anything from that game, Tyreek, of course, went ballistic. He was the headliner. The Bucs D linemen, and I'm talking about their stars, got after him against a better offensive line than they will see in Tampa. I'm encouraged by that, but they got to get 3. If you get 2, it's a wrap.
Kyle, a short while ago, you did Angry Runs, and you told me to get it together, right? Because it's the first time, it's not the first time I've seen it in person, but it's the first time I saw you really get after it like that. So I got to witness.
Thank you. Well, there's no concerts anymore, Mike. It's the best we can do.
I got to I'd pay for that.
Thank you.
I got to witness the speed of it live, right? And the physicality of it live, okay? It's not the same as when you're home on the couch watching it. And the reason that I say that is sometimes you got to get a little taste of it to know what it's really like when you're going up against it or when you're seeing it live in person. I go back to 2007. I was covering the Giants as a young beat reporter for the New York Star-Ledger back when I didn't have any hair also. And I wrote a story on the Saturday before the game, before Super Bowl 42, talking to the Giants defensive backs, and they had a lot of young guys. And I spoke to R.W. McQuarters and Sam Madison. I can't remember which one of it. Sam Madison, by the way, says the coach for the Chiefs now. And he said, we told the young guys in week 17, Randy Moss running by them, and we had told them all week long what it's like. It's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen. And then after this play happened, who does he run by here? I think it might be James Butler, is it? Yes, James Butler, number 37.
The Patriots are 15-0, trying to finish 16-0.
And so James Butler comes back, and I don't know if it was McQuarters or Madison, one of them said to me, he saw the look in their eyes, and he said, I told him. See? I told you, I tried to warn you, but there's nothing like seeing it live. Well, guess what? Super Bowl 42 rolls around, and all of a sudden the young guys, James Butler, Jabril Wilson, the safety, Corey Webster, the cornerback, they were suddenly ready for the speed. They were suddenly in the right place. They suddenly knew. Look at it. There's two young guys, Wilson and Webster right there. This was a play that could have changed the game. They were there to make the breakup at the end. Point being, the Buccaneers have a lot of young defensive backs.
Yeah,
and they got that first taste of it. They saw Tyreek Hill live.
Now they have experience.
They have experience.
It's like they had batting practice. They got in the cage and they saw the fastball.
And you can warn them all you want. You can talk till you're blue in the face. Yeah. But until they see it for themselves, they don't know what it's really like. Well, now you would hope, at least, if you're Todd Bowles, that they're ready for it, having seen it live.
Great points there. I have something cool to share with the table. I want to throw something around, guys.
Yeah, sure.
How amazing is this on this Tuesday? The Washington football team made history this morning when they named Jennifer King as the new assistant running backs coach. This makes her the first African-American woman to be named a position coach in all of NFL history. Tennis legend Billie Jean King had a special message for her. Please watch.
Congratulations, Jennifer, on your new promotion with the Washington football team to become the first black woman to coach full-time in the NFL. In your new history-making job, you will inspire generations of children because if you can see it, you can be it. As our new Vice President, Kamala Harris, says, she will be the first in her new role, but she won't be the last. And the same holds true for you. So I'm so happy for you. Keep going for it.
She's a legend. This is an unbelievable thing. We love it, and they're celebrating it right here on Good Morning Football.
Awesome. Jennifer King was the head basketball coach at Johnson and Wales, and she used to hang by the fence and watch Panthers practice. And Ron Rivera would notice, was her and another young lady over there, and he said, let's bring them over one day. He invited them to practice.
Okay.
They came over. She met him at the Pro Bowl at some point and said, hey, I'm the one that watches your practice every day. He says, come on and see what you think. And so she showed an interest in the game, and he could see in her eyes that she wanted to do it. So he invited her on as an intern in Washington, works her way up. Now she's a full-time assistant coach, which he had told me earlier this season when we made a big deal about her and Sarah Thomas and Callie Brownson being involved in the same game with the Browns and the Washington football team. And so you go from watching practice from afar on the other side of a fence in Charlotte while the Panthers are practicing to now Billie Jean King citing Kamala Harris. I mean, how about that? It's amazing. It's a phenomenal story. Congratulations to Jennifer King, and a great job by Ron Rivera and the Washington football team to put her in this position.
I can't wait to see what those running backs do. Antonio Gibson, obviously super exciting. They may have some changes at the position. I'll say this about Coach Ron Rivera. He is one, and we deal with all of the coaches. He is at the top of the list of ones who support women, who make me personally, even in my short exchanges with him, feel like I can go to him if I ever have a problem with anything. I know that I'm not the only woman who feels that way. I'm not the only person really, but it's something that women in our industry talk about, how Ron Rivera is really progressive and really open, and I just really appreciate that a lot. So thank you, Coach. Now, the biggest names, the brightest stars, will be recognized during the 2021 NFL Pro Bowl celebration Sunday, January 31st, 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and ABC. No drone drops, my friend.
No?
Unfortunately, maybe virtually we'll figure it out. Don't miss it. It's the Pro Bowl Madden NFL 21 edition. I'm sure it's full of surprises. What the NFL has done in the face of all this adversity this year has been truly, truly incredible and impressive. So check it out. And we've got our social channels dialed up all day long. More Good Morning Football on the way. The story of our next guest, simply amazing. Falcons kicker Younghoe Koo joining us on Good Morning Football.
With so many new pet owners, your groomers can't keep up. You need to hire.
I need Indeed. Come on, guys.
Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database, so you can start hiring right away. Claim your $75 credit when you post your first job at Indeed.com/groomer.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them? Their home, their education, their future. You need life insurance, and chances are SelectQuote can help you get it for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates.
We found Gary, 35, a $1 million policy for only $22 a month.
Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
Call 1-800-798-6688 or go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs.
At a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
10 years ago, we founded Loan Depot because we were confident we could deliver the American dream of home ownership to individuals and families across the nation.
Serving more than 27,000 customers a month, lowering payments, providing jobs, and investing in neighborhoods and communities nationwide.
We know what it means to put down roots and bring dreams to life.
At Loan Depot, we know
home means everything.
Super Bowl 55 opening night. NFL Network kicks off the week with exclusive interviews from Brady, Mahomes, and more.
We're ready to go, baby. They are, for real.
Super Bowl 55 opening night, Monday at 8 on NFL Network.
The NFL continues to evolve, and now trend-setting innovators aim to impact the health and safety of the game at the First and Future competition.
Designed to create the perfect solution.
First and Future, February 2nd at 8 on NFL Network.
Today's new normal. Face coverings are essential, even required in certain environments. Now, there's Copperfit Guardwell Face Protector, our most advanced copper-infused fabric woven into a full face protector with a sure-fit, non-slip design to bring you peace of mind in today's uncertain world. An easy-to-breathe, thermal-regulated fabric with smart technology to keep you comfortable and cool. A lightweight fabric with UPF 30 face protection against harsh elements. And unlike disposable coverings, you can wash Guardwell Face Protector with soap to give you the clean face protection you need. Designed with smart technology fabric to keep you cool and comfortable all day. For a limited time, receive 2 Guardwell Face Protectors for only $19.99. That's 2 face protectors so you can wash one and wear one. Order online now at getguardwell.com or call 1-800-646-7009. Copperfit Guardwell Face Protector.
Now joined by a very special guest. He's originally from South Korea, and when he moved to the U.S. in 6th grade, mind you, he couldn't speak English, but before you knew it, he was playing football and earning a full scholarship at Georgia Southern. This year, he was named to his first career Pro Bowl. Please welcome a true NFL success story, Falcons kicker, Younghoe Koo. Hey! Woo, 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 woo.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Well, joining us from Georgia this morning, Younghoe, let's talk about this. Your 2020 season was incredible. And when I say to you that you led the entire league in field goals, what's your reaction?
I'm grateful. I'm thankful for the coaches that, believed in me and put the field goal unit out there. And I'm thankful for the field goal unit to executing the job, especially Josh and Hoff with everybody kind of figuring out that how important snap and hold is in a made or miss field goals. So I'm just grateful for everybody.
So anybody that's familiar with your story, you are from South Korea. And you said you came to this country around the 6th grade. You were introduced to football, and you said it also helped you kind of assimilate to the culture. How so?
Without football and soccer or any kind of sports, I wasn't able to put myself out there. Language was hard, but I think looking back, kind of getting into the social life